What's happening, guys? This is Mike's Little Dragon channel, and it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I figured I would do one with the Fantastic Four movie being in theaters right now. It would be a good time to do one about the first appearance of Doctor Doom. This is a facsimile, reprint, whatever you want to call it, of Fantastic Four number 5, the first appearance of Doctor Doom. Um, Spoiler alert, if you don't know by now, uh, Robert Downey Jr. will be playing Doom in the next big MCU movie, Avengers Doomsday, I believe it's called. Um, but we're not sure if he's playing, or at least I'm not sure, I haven't kept up with it that much, if he is playing Tony Stark, who has assumed the role of Doctor Doom. Is Robert Downey Jr. playing Victor Von Doom? I'm not sure which one it is. I haven't paid that much attention to it. I'm not getting very. I don't get very deep into the MCU castings and everything. I prefer to look more into the comics. Although the announcement of Downey Jr. being Doom, it did kind of grab my attention, and I'm very excited for it. But outside of that, and the initial the actors' chairs, where they did that live stream where they announced all the returning members from the various Marvel movies that have been made, either under the MCU banner or the X-Men movies, etc. That's about as far as I have gotten into it. Um, but I did want to talk about the first appearance of Doctor Doom. One of the things I like to talk about is how does he look in his first appearance versus his current iteration, how we know him, what we think of when we think of Doom, how he originated versus now. So we have Fantastic Four number 5, the first Doom. Um, we see here on the cover, meet Doctor Doom. With a turn of this dial, I shall destroy the 4 of you forever. And then they're in some sort of death trap with Sue Storm, and yet another predicament, being captured, as was her fate. And that was her role on the team. That was her fate in life in the early Fantastic Four books, to be captured. So we have Doctor Doom right here, very first panel, first page, Doctor Doom. The Fantastic Four, little do they dream, they are naught but pawns in the hands of Doctor Doom. But now it is time to let the Fantastic Four feel my might, for of all the humans on Earth, only I have the power to defeat them. So on this very first page, we see Doom in the armor, although he has human hands. He doesn't have robotic gloves on like he does here on the cover. We see he has this vulture. I don't know what happened to that vulture. I'd like to see the vulture make a comeback. But one of the big things that separates Doom from Reed is, while they are both of equal levels of intelligence, Doom has fully embraced sorcery, magic. And we see that right here. A book called Science and Sorcery, another book labeled Demons. So they have a little bit of it right here. Also, I wonder who's flying this helicopter. Is Doom flying this helicopter, or is he have a pilot flying it? I feel like Doom flying, that would be beneath Doom to fly himself. So we have the opening story right here. Typical early FF. Johnny and Ben get into it. Reed slides in there to break it up. Sue tells her kid brother to break it up, So now Doom has attacked. Doom attacks. Oh, actually, Doom is flying the helicopter. Look at that. He's leaning out of the driver's seat. That's awesome. So he drops a net over the Fantastic Four. And then this is where we get the flashback of how Reed knows Doom. Now, one of the things uh, about the MCU, one of the criticisms I have seen is people have said we don't have any backstory to why Doom hates Richards. This hatred that Richards and Doom, or that Doom possesses for Richards, it needs to be, it needs to be a slow burn. We need to get that instead of just boom introducing Doom and knowing that Doom hates Richards. And to that I have said, this is the first appearance, and the hatred that Doom has for Richards is explored in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 panels. That shit is told in 5 panels. That they have a history, and Doom hates Richards. So we see it here. Reed is narrating. Years ago, in my college days, there was a student named Victor Von Doom who was fascinated by science and black magic. He was a brilliant science student, but he was only interested in forbidden experiments. One night, the evil genius went too far as he brought forth powers which even he could not control. He managed to escape with his life, although his face was badly disfigured, and then he says that he was expelled, and so he left. When last heard of, he was prowling the wastelands of Tibet, still seeking forbidden secrets of black magic and sorcery. Now, that is Dr. Doom's origin, and so we see that Reed went to the same school as Dr. Doom, but we don't see the friendship or the camaraderie. I don't know if camaraderie is the right word or not. The companionship that Reed and Doom had as both being the smartest guys. Now Reed and Ben are friends. Reed and Doom are basically like they both respect each other's intellects. They had a very good relationship on campus, built upon respect, as much as Doom can respect anyone, I guess you would say. So that part here, and the part that apparently Doom blames all his failures upon Reed Richards, because Reed Richards was assisting him in this experiment that blew up in his face, and he blames Richards for it, even though Reed told Doom that the calculations were off, the experiment was faulty, and that it was not going to succeed. And that when it blew up, Doom blames Reed, and that's part of why he has such a great animosity towards Reed Richards. So we do not get that right here, but we do get that they have a history as being on campus together and of knowing each other. So Doom has captured the Fantastic Four. He takes them back to Latveria. He tells them, I want to send you guys on a mission. Oh, look at that tiger he's got as a pet. That's awesome. He tells them, I want to send you guys back in time, and I want you to get Blackbeard's treasure for me on this time machine. So that is what he has the Fantastic Four do, and he's holding Sue as hostage. He sends them back in time to pirate days. And then we have a whole thing here where they become pirates. They're searching for Blackbeard and Blackbeard's treasure. Ben Grimm, the Thing, he loves the pirate life. He says it's better to be a pirate on the open seas than it is to be a freak and a monster back in present days. So then at the end of it, Ben apologizes. He says, I was a fool. I got carried away by being accepted, even if it was only by a band of pirates. I lost my head. I'm sorry. So they get the treasure. Doom operates the machine. This is a cool advertisement for Incredible Hulk. I really like that. Doom operates the machine, brings him back to present time, and then the Thing bum rushes Doom and punches him, and we see that Doom is nothing but a robot. And he says, "Here, naturally, in my hidden room above you, a room from which I shall now press a button, drain your chamber of all oxygen." Which, if you know anything about Silver Age comics, you know what you see on the cover is what you're going to find in the book. So they're basically getting suffocated. Sue ends up saving the day. They escape. Doom tells them, as for me, the greatest scientific brain of all time is not without his own emergency escape devices, such as my rocket harness. So Doom flies away and escapes. And that is the end of the first appearance of Doctor Doom. And what I will say that they got right, from what we know of Doctor Doom right now and the way his character is portrayed, I would say that they got him right pretty much from the start. We see Doom as being a schemer. He has these plans. He has the sense of he is very egotistical. He feels like he can do no wrong. He feels like he has a leg up and he's smarter than everybody. See right here, they agreed to board my ship as I planned they would. I knew Mr. Fantastic could not resist trying to learn what my mission is. So we see that. We see the advanced technology with the time machine. And while the dialogue is, pretty corny, it was par for the course at the time. It's basically Doom. It's basically Doom. We see him having the science with the time machine. We see him with the magic, the sorcery. He goes, "These gems are more than what they seem. They're originally the property of Merlin the magician. He gave them mystic powers, the power to make their owner invincible." So we see that he has an affinity for magic as well as cutting-edge science. And we also see that the Doombot is the one that always takes the fall. It's always a Doombot that gets destroyed. Doom is never there in person. He's working from remote. So like I said, it is and he escapes to fight and live another day. So it is a very correct adaptation. They got it right from Jumpstart. The artwork's very crude from what we see Doom now, but outside of that, it's basically Doom. You have metallic face, metallic hands, and the big green cloak. So that's what we know Doom as today. So in this instance, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, their creation, they nailed the portrayal of Doom and his motives and his personality from the very start. So that is a look at the first appearance of Doctor Doom, Fantastic Four, number 5. So until next time, you guys take care. I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.